日本の江戸末期から明治に移行する頃のハワイでは、白檀と並んでサトウキビから取れる砂糖が主な産物でした。このためサトウキビ農園で働く労働者を数多く必要とし、ハワイ王朝は外国から農業労働者を受け入れることにしました。その中でポルトガルから本土ではなく、大西洋上にあるマデイラ島の住民たちが中心となって1878年から1913年までの間に約2万名という数の移民がハワイに渡りました。1879年8月23日に主にマデイラ島から移民を乗せて4ヶ月の航海を経てハワイに到着した第2移民船の乗客の中に楽器職人や音楽家も含まれていました。ポルトガルでは収穫祭とのお祭りではみんなが歌い踊る習慣があり、その時に演奏される楽器としてはギター、マンドリンに加えてポルトガル本土ではカバキーニョ、マデイラ島ではブラギーニャとラジョーと呼ばれる小型のギターが活躍いたしました。この移民船の乗客の一人がブラギーニャを持っていたと知った音楽家のホアオ・フェルナンデスは、船がハワイに到着した時、彼からその楽器を借り、安全な航海ができ、無事にハワイに着いて喜びを表すためにポルトガルの民謡を奏で、他の乗客たちがそれに合わせて歌い踊ったという記録が残されています。この時の出来事を目の前にしたハワイの王カラカウア王は彼らの楽器を奨励したと言われています。このブラギーニャはウクレレの原型と認められておりますので、ホアオがウクレレの演奏家の元祖ということになります。一方、3人いた楽器職人はハワイ到着直後に楽器作りを開始いたしました。彼らはハワイ特産のコアという木をブラギーニャの素材としてラジョーのチューニングを使って採用するといろいろな改良を加えた結果、ハワイ今日の楽器ウクレレが誕生しました。
Alright, to hold the ukulele properly, what we're going to be doing is using our right hand. Okay, with your right hand, grab the top of the neck like so, right on what's called the fretboard. Okay, and you're going to put it right in between where the neck meets the body. Okay, alright, just get the back of the ukulele right onto your stomach. Alright, so now you're positioned to play it. Now with your left hand, first of all, your thumb is going to come right in the back of the neck like so. So you should look like that. Okay. Now sometimes I'll see people pointing it to the side, but what happens is it shortens your fingers and it's very hard to hold the chord that way. So if possible, always point it upright. Okay. And sometimes it might stick out. This is okay, but if it starts coming over again, your fingers start shortening up, and that's where it gets a little harder to hold the chord. So again, if that happens, just pop it right in the back. Right? Now this part of your hand, that webbing, depending on the chord you hold, would most of the time face towards what's called the head. So sometimes I like to lean against it on that part of my hand, okay, like so. So this point right here, you're always going to be pivoting depending on the chord you would use. And that is how you hold the ukulele.
In Hawaii, the standard tuning for the ukulele from the top string to the bottom string is G, C, E, A. You can actually tune the ukulele by using instruments such as the keyboard by matching the pitch to the strings. But the easiest way to tune the ukulele is with a tuner, with an electronic tuner. Okay, so this tuner that we have right here is called a clip-on tuner. So to begin, you would clip the tuner onto the headstock of the ukulele. Then as you play each string, one at a time, it's going to show you a letter here. And the letter should correspond to the name of the string, the pitch of the string. So this top string should be a G, so when I pick it, I should see the letter G here. Now, when you pick it, you will see a needle also coming up. If you are a little bit low or a little flat, then the needle will go to the left side. The meter will be on the left side of the center. If you're a little high, then it's going to go on the right side, like that. Yeah? And then if you're directly in tune or perfect, well, close to in tune, close to perfect in tune, then it's going to point straight up. Yeah. And to be most effective on this, you do want to have the tuner to a chromatic setting, as you can see right here. This is a ukulele tuner, so there's other ukulele settings, but it's more flexible if you use the chromatic. It's a little bit easier to use. Also, when you turn the tuning pegs, please turn it slowly. If you turn it too fast, you're going to get out of pitch quickly, and you also may break the strings. And then you do the same. After you get the top string G in tune, you do the same with the next one. It's just C, E, and then A, just as you see here.
So before you guys start playing, there's a technique you have to learn called strumming. So it's going to look like this. So the first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to get your pointer finger on your dominant hand. You're going to kind of want to use the nail part of your finger right around here. So the nail part of your finger, you're going to kind of angle it down so the nail's facing the floor. You're going to use your wrist and you're just going to strum down all the strings just like that. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to use the inside of your finger and you're going to go up. So like this. So when you put both of them together, it's going to look like this. And that's how you strum.
So now we're going to try to actually play on the ukulele. Now to figure out what our left hand will do, we're going to use a thing called a chord chart. Now to read the chord chart is the same as you look at your fretboard. The top line of the chord chart is the same as this part of the fretboard right here, which is the end of it. This white part right here is called the nut. The other lines are the wires that goes down. Now the vertical lines on the chord chart, these are going to be the strings. Now our first chord we're going to learn is called the C chord. So the C chord, what you're going to do is put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the bottom string. Now the frets are the spaces in between the wires. So again, you're going to put your ring finger in the 3rd fret of the bottom string, and that's your C chord. With this one chord, you can actually do about 5 songs or more, depending what country you're from. And most of these songs are going to be children's songs. So let's just try one of them. This is called Ferejaka. First song.
Alright, aloha! Today we'll be learning how to play Happy Birthday, or we'll be doing Hawaiian language today, so we'll be doing a Haolila Hana Yaoi. So first, I believe we learned the C chord in the past video, so in this one we'll be learning how to hold the F and also G7. So F, we'll go over first, you'll be using your first finger, which is your pointer finger, place it on the 1st fret, 2nd from the bottom, E string, yeah, and your 2nd finger, it's going to go on the very top, 2nd. It's going to be an F. It's going to sound just like this. And then G7 will be the next one, which will look just like this with your pointer finger here. Okay. Your middle finger you're going to put on the 2nd fret, C string. And then on the very bottom, you will put your ring finger to make a track. It should sound just like this. If you're a very beginner and G7 is too difficult to hold, you can hold G6, which will look just like this. Okay? Either one will be acceptable for this video. Okay? So we'll start on C together. Okay? And strumming wise, we're going to start right after I sing Haoli. Okay? So we'll begin right now. Ready? Haoli la. Haoli la hana yaoi, haoli la hana yaoi, haoli la The next song we're going to be doing is Kaimanahila. The 4 chords we're going to be using today are D7, G7, C, and F. Okay, that goes on like this. Follow along.
Okay, so now we're going to learn a new chord. This one is going to be called A7. A7 is pretty simple. So you're going to go on the first fret, you're going to get your pointer finger, and you're going to hold the second to the top string. So it's going to look like this. And this is A7. What we're going to do is we're going to incorporate A7 with the chords you learned in the past. So we're going to do A7, D7, and G6. And this is called the Hawaiian vowel. So we're going to do A7 twice, D7 twice, and G6 4 times. So it's going to sound like this. So the next song we'll be doing is Aloha Oi, and we're going to start off with the Hawaiian vamp, and we're going to start with the chord A7. Okay.